Not far from the mouse hole, the cat plopped down and licked her short brown fur. Cat squeezed her eyes shut and purred. Soon, Cat was sound asleep.
"Oh my," said First Mouse. "The cat is so close, I can smell her." "Yes, yes," said Second Mouse. "Should we bark like a dog?" "Oh no," said Third Mouse. "The cat is asleep now. I can hear her snoring. We do not want to wake her up." "Oh, this is our chance to find out what a cat looks like,"
squeaked Fourth Mouse.
"Yes,"
said First Mouse.
"Let us take turns. We will each feel what a cat looks like. If she wakes up, we will bark like a dog and scare her away."
All of the mice agreed to the plan. They were ready. First Mouse stood up, tiptoed over to the sleeping cat, and reached out his hands to touch her.
"Oh!"
He scurried back and announced to the other mice.
"A cat looks like a wall."
Second Mouse tiptoed over to the sleeping cat and wrapped his hands around the cat's leg.
"A cat is not a wall. It's like a tree,"
he said to the other mice. Third Mouse tiptoed over to the sleeping cat and felt the cat's tail.
"Oh my! A cat is not a wall or a tree. It's like a snake."
Fourth Mouse tiptoed over to the sleeping cat just as she twitched her ear. The mouse felt that furry ear and declared,
"A cat is not a wall or a tree or a snake. A cat is like a feather."
Fifth Mouse then tiptoed over and stuck his hand out. He was poked by the cat's claw.
"My brothers,"
said Fifth Mouse when he got back.
"A cat is not a wall, a tree, a snake, or a feather. A cat is like a thorn."
Then, satisfied that they each knew what a cat looked like, the 5 blind mice went to bed. The next day, their peaceful life changed. The mice argued.
"What are you talking about? I felt the cat. It was like..."
Each was sure of what the cat looked like. It was a good thing this was Grandma's day to visit. Grandma Mouse approached their hole in the wall. She heard,
"You're wrong. I know what I felt."
Grandma peeked into the hole and said,
"What is this fighting I hear?"
Going in, she could see all 5 of her grandmice fussing with each other.
"Stop,"
she ordered. When the 5 blind mice were quiet, Grandma asked,
"What are you fighting about? It sounds like my 5 grandmice have found out what a cat looks like."
"Yes," said First.
"I felt the cat, and it was a wall."
Second spoke up.
"No, it was a tree."
Third insisted.
"No, it was a snake."
Fourth declared.
"No, it was a feather."
Fifth burst out.
"No, it was a thorn." "Oh, you brave, silly mice,"
Grandma chided.
"You are all right."
Surprised, they turned their heads in her direction.
"How could that be, Grandma?"
The mice listened while Grandma explained.
"You each felt only one part of the cat."
Speaking to First Mouse, she said,
"What you thought was a wall was the cat's side."
To Second Mouse, she said,
"Your tree was the cat's leg. And what you thought was a snake,"
she said to Third Mouse,
"was the cat's tail." "Well, I know I felt a feather,"
said Fourth.
"Cats don't have feathers,"
Grandma said, smiling.
"They have fur. That was the cat's ear."
And to Fifth Mouse, she said,
"The sharp thorn you felt was really one of the cat's 18 claws." "Oh!"
squeaked one mouse and then another.
"So what do you have when you put all the parts together?"
asked Grandma, smiling at their wide-eyed, upturned faces. First Mouse giggled, and they all shouted together,
"A cat!"
Grandma brought out apple juice and sunflower seed cookies for them. It was like a puzzle as they began talking and putting together each piece of information about the cat. They laughed.
"We understand now. We each touched just a part of the cat. A cat is all those things, not just one."
Then the mice made lots of sounds, practicing their
"Arf, arf, ruff, ruff,"
and
"Grr, grr."
They played cat and dog. Together, they had all learned what a cat looks like. The 5 blind mice also learned things are not always as they seem. If you enjoyed this book, you can request it at your local bookstore or simply order it at trilogy.tv or amazon.com.
Fact is greater than truth. I've added to that at the end.